good with y'all niggas? Man, it's TMB back in it with another video, my G. Bruh, we got top 10, well don't even say top, it's top 10s, you feel me? But 10 most dangerous natural phenomena in the world, bro. Now I feel like that's an important video, man. It's 2020, you feel me? Ain't nothing off the records right now, my G. You fucking, they talking about Yellowstone finna blow up and all type of shit, man, you feel me? So it's like an educational video, man, you feel me? Everybody just take what you can from this shit, you feel me? You never know, my nigga. I don't play this shit in full screen, I keep it on. Should I play it in full screen? I'll play it in full screen, G.
Charlie here. The world
Damn,
is a
Charlie.
dangerous place, but some maniac is the least of our worries. In fact,
Facts.
the most dangerous thing on the planet is Mother Nature itself. But there
Real
are some
shit.
rare natural phenomena that could happen at any point in time. From things which can take out helicopters and boats, to frozen tsunamis of ice which could destroy cities in seconds. Water sprouts.
What's bro? I need to see that shit.
There's nothing worse than a tornado.
Nigga, imagine that shit, bro. I always be thinking about this type of shit, man. But like, nigga, I ain't the type nigga to be on no boat in the first place. I ain't never been in the ocean type shit. Hell, never in my life, bro. But imagine you one day you was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go on the cruise or something, and you see a fucking tornado in the middle of the hell no, bro. There's too much shit out in the ocean. I'll never be out there, bro.
Tornadoes form out in the middle of nowhere in fields.
No,
But
sir.
in rare situations when tornadoes
You see that
form
shit.
water, they create water sprouts. This can create thunder and lightning storms and also high winds. It can also create wild seas and even hailstorms. There have been many cases of boats, helicopters, and even planes being taken out by water sprouts. When this happens, the boats are thrown into the air. They then fall down and sink to the ocean floor. The sprouts are often powerful enough to wipe out any helicopters or airplanes too. This is because the strong winds can simply break
Shit,
the
throw a
propellers
whole
off.
boat
If you
in the
do
air.
at sea, for example, a fisherman or someone in the Navy, you'll likely see many water sprouts over the years. Thankfully, with enough planning and expertise, they can be avoided.
Thank God I ain't in the fucking Navy, nigga. I thought about that shit too. Hell no, I'm so glad I ain't do that.
But they're still one of the most dangerous and scary. With enough planning and
Imagine being on a
expertise in the
boat.
Navy, you can
Oh
be avoided.
fucking.
Sprouts over the years.
I don't know how often they on
Thankfully,
there.
with enough planning and expertise, they can be avoided. But
Two
they're
of
still
them.
one
Fuck
of the most
no.
dangerous and scary
That's the most scary shit. A tornado, yo. I don't care about no hurricane. I don't care about. We had like one earthquake in Maryland a couple, like it was like 2012 or some shit. But nigga, a fucking tornado like that shit touching the floor. Type hell no, just kill me, nigga. I see that shit. Just
phenomena in this
fuck that
world.
shit, nigga.
Submarine volcano.
Nigga, what?
Everyone's scared of volcanoes, but they're pretty easy to avoid. Just don't live near one. Something that's much more scary and unpredictable are submarine volcanoes. Underwater, there are many volcanoes which can erupt at any point in time. Many of the world's
Submarine
most explosive
volcano.
volcanoes are actually found underground.
I ain't worried about no volcano, nigga. Fucking, them bitches damn they don't even exist to me, nigga. I've seen no damn volcano before. Damn.
Comes from these submarine volcanoes. If you happen to be swimming or sailing anywhere near these, then you can expect to be wiped out.
Finna
Even if
die.
you're simply nearby to one when it erupts, sometimes the water can be so hot you'll boil alive. It basically makes you and your boat into a human stew. One sign that you could be near to a submarine volcano is if the water suddenly gets very hot. Sometimes these are so big they can cause tsunamis. Also, any fish who happen to be swimming under the sea when it erupts are not going to make it. The Hava volcano lies 3,000 feet beneath the sea surface, and it's said to be the world's most dangerous submarine volcano. Ice
That shit gotta
tsunami
be about like
to be the
Hawaii or some shit.
most dangerous submarine volcano. Ice tsunami.
Ice
You may think
tsunami.
that there's nothing more scary than a tsunami, but what if that water in tsunamis suddenly froze into hard blocks of ice? Well, that's exactly what happens many
Exactly what I'm
times a year.
talking about,
These
bro.
are caused when an iceberg breaks off and is moved by heavy waves. The ice eventually breaks up until it gets to land, and then anything in its way will be wiped out. These ice tsunamis can be up to 50 feet high. Many buildings and houses have been wiped out by these over the years. They can sometimes level entire small towns, so it's lucky they're very rare. Fire whirlwind.
Fuck that shit, nigga.
You may think that there's nothing more scary than a whirlwind, but what if that whirlwind was set on fire? It sounds like science fiction,
I
but
seen
no,
plenty of
fire
these,
worlds
bro.
are real.
I don't know why, but like early YouTube days, bro, it was so many of these videos on here, fire tornadoes and shit.
And scary. They happen when a
Like tornado
regular
videos,
whirlwind
period.
goes through fire. For example, this
Like
caused
2007 type shit.
devastation during the Australian wildfires earlier
Hell
this year.
no.
They move at a rapid pace and can spread fire for thousands of miles around.
My fault, I keep posing, bro, but like, real shit, Australia not that, bro. We talking this main place you will see a fire tornado is at fucking Australia, where they got the fat ass spiders and hell no, nigga. I'll never go there in my life.
It happened in Japan and took 38
I ain't no bitch,
lives.
but nah, son.
The bad thing about these is that they actually get bigger over time. That's because they suck in debris and combustible gases. They often burn at temperatures of 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. And they can also sometimes happen after volcanic eruptions as well. Brinicle.
Hell no.
A brinicle is every
fuck
glober's
is that?
worst nightmare. They take place in the Arctic regions of the globe, and they happen when the air
seen
temperature
it.
is so cold
I
that
seen
it
it.
freezes the sea below. Only it doesn't freeze the entire water gradually. Instead, it happens in small, thin spirals. That's because the brine in the salt water freezes. Now, this won't affect many humans, as most divers don't go beneath the ice sheets. But any Arctic creatures which live underwater do get frozen. They get caught in what's known as the icicles of doom. And of course, if any humans were around, then they'd get caught up in this too. Beacon of Maracaibo. This one takes place in Venezuela's Lake Maracaibo. For 9 hours, there is constant lightning storms. This happens for 300...
Alright, nigga, low key, I think I seen this video before type shit. I probably watched somebody else react to this shit, nigga. What the fuck? But I mean, even still, bro, like, that shit crazy.
Year, meaning there's only 65
I remember searching this up after I watched it, like, nigga, fuck no.
5 days a year when this doesn't happen. Venezuela actually holds the world record for the highest concentration.
And they said you more likely to fucking die from lightning and shit. I don't know, bro.
If you go here, you have a high chance of being struck by lightning. That's why this place is totally unpopulated. And Venezuelan authorities suggest that no tourists visit. But that does not stop at least 3 people every year passing away from this lightning. Everyone says the chances of being struck by lightning
rest in peace to them, but
but I think it's far less here. Sadly, most of the people who are struck by this lightning are fishermen who can't avoid it as they have to work. Frozen methane bubbles. Frozen methane bubbles are often found in Canada. They look like flying saucers.
That's how you pronounce that. I thought this shit was methane, nigga. Alright,
bubbles are often found in Canada. They look like flying saucers which have been dropped into the water and frozen. But these bubbles are actually pockets of gas, methane to be specific. They've been formed and trapped underwater and then frozen. These can be created by leaves, grass, or animals falling into the water. They are then eaten by bacteria, and this causes the methane. Now, it may look stunning and beautiful, but it's also very dangerous. That's because methane is one of the most flammable gases in the world. In the spring, when the ice melts, the methane bubbles pop and fizz. If anyone nearby lit a match, then this would cause a gigantic explosion. Thankfully, there's lots of signage telling hikers not to do this. But if someone ignored these and did one day, then we
I've never seen that before. That's crazy.
Any ever before. Blood falls. Waterfalls are magnificent, and many find them scary. But what if I told you that in Antarctica there is a blood waterfall? Okay, it's not actually blood, but it is red. You can find this in East Antarctica in the McMurdo Dry Valleys. This stains the White Taylor Glacier, and it flows into Lake Bonny below. It's an incredibly creepy sight, which looks like something straight out of a horror movie. The liquid is actually water which has been dyed by red algae. The water here is twice as salty as seawater. That's because there's much more brine in this Arctic water.
Oh, shit dangerous,
It
nigga.
would be incredibly dangerous. That's because the water is a freezing temperature. Some are concerned that Arctic explorers may go here and fall in because they're so curious. The water can be as cold as...
I ain't gonna lie, that'd definitely be me, nigga. Like, if I seen that type shit, I'm like, let me try to take a picture real quick. My dumb ass falling there or something.
Fahrenheit. Milky Sea. If you were taking a
Notice how 90% I seen this one too. All of this shit take place near the damn ocean, bro, or a volcano or something.
You may assume that magic is in the air, but no, glowing water is not some kind of magical spell, it's just a natural phenomenon. Mother Nature may well be the world's greatest magician. Until 2005, no one knew about this phenomenon. You can find this glowing water on the coasts of Anbuna. The phenomena's scientific name is bioluminescence. It's caused by infusoria, which is a worm which lives underwater. These glow bright blue in the dark. So why is this so dangerous? Well, it looks so magical, many people keep falling in. Often people like to lean over to check out this amazing phenomena, but they fall into the water and can't get out. Because you can only see this at night, that's when people fall in. And this means that
Yeah, I probably did that shit too, I ain't gonna lie.
See where they're going and sometimes drown. Kawa Ijen Lake. You can find this amazing lake on the Indonesian island of Java. It's a bright turquoise-colored lake which looks photoshopped. And around it, there are very hot white gases billowing into the sky. This creates quite the spectacle, and travelers come from all around the world to see this.
That shit look crazy.
What causes this amazing scene? Well, it's one element, known as sulfur. The magma chamber below the volcano pours sulfuric gases into the lake. The high concentration of this dissolves metals. The gases then turn the water into this amazing turquoise color. It's also said that this lake is one of the most acidic in the world. A lot of hydrogen chloride is also released from this lake. But if anyone fell into this, they would be boiled alive. That's because the water there is
if you swim in it.
But if anyone fell into this, they would be boiled alive. That's because the water there is nearly 90 degrees Fahrenheit. After all, it is right next to a volcano. Also, sometimes these sulfur dioxide bubbles burst and can take people out. This happened in 1976 when 49 workers passed on, and a further 25 passed away from the same thing in 1989.
Damn, nigga.
If you're a party animal, I'm sure you've been to a foam party before.
Oh, nah, bro. You know, well, so he said 49 people.
25 passed in 1976 when 49 workers passed on. And
that's a lot of fucking people, bro. That's fucking crazy.
Passed away from the same thing in 1989. Foamy storm.
Sheesh, bro.
If you're a party animal, I'm sure you've been to a foam party before. Well, it turns out you don't only find those in an Ibiza nightclub. Sometimes they happen in the natural world. A foamy storm can happen when there's a massive influx of sea foam which flows through a town or city.
Or is it too hard? Just give us a wave.
Nah, how the fuck is this dangerous, nigga?
This often happens after a storm. It's where salt water
like snow or some shit.
Algae is washed up. When this happens, it grinds cities to a halt, and all the roads have to be closed. If you get caught in one of these at the wrong time, you could even drown under the foam. But now it's time to make your voice heard.
Hell nah.
Which natural phenomena on this list was most scary?
That's the only thing he said for that one. I don't think that shit. It definitely not the last one. You gotta be a dickhead to die to some foam or some shit, nigga. Well, I don't know how fast this shit come in, like flooding or something, bro. Shit, nigga. For sure, all that ocean shit, tornado, nah, bro. That's why I live in fucking Maryland. I never, what's that, like Midwest type shit? Nah, fuck that shit, nigga. That's like one of the main reasons I ain't go to the military too, bro. Like get stationed like some crazy ass place or something, man. Fuck that shit, bro. But yeah, bro. Shit, top 10s coming clutch, my nigga, like they always do, bro. End of the video, my G. Yo, chill, shorty.